Hey guys, and we're back with our day 3 of the writing process. So we've covered brainstorming, we did drafting, and today we're going to be doing editing. So let's remember our narrative writing is the purpose of narrative writing is to tell a story. You describe an experience, an event, or sequence of events in the form of a story. And so some important parts for you to have is the beginning, the middle, and end. You can have settings, characters, problems, a solution, or an outcome. Okay, so a narrative, we're going to describe what the ultimate party would look like if you could do anything that you wanted. So we decided that when we listed a few ideas, and then we came back and we decided we were going to talk about a summer party. So step 3 is to edit. And so editing is where we look for correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation, grammar, sentence structure. And some of the things that you can ask yourself during this time is be sure that every sentence has 2 parts: subject, who or what, and a predicate, what is happening. We can use a dictionary to check for spelling, and we can use combining words: and, but, or, yet, so, who, that, whose, because, although, when, if, and were. And there are several other words that we can use, but those are some of them. So, and then use periods and commas. That goes back to punctuation. Make sure everything has punctuation. So at this time, I'm going to take my step 2, and I'm going to get a red pen or another color pen so I can do my step 3. So I'm going to write in the corner of my paper, step 3, and this is to edit. So the first thing I'm going to go through is to go through and check for spelling. So I'm going to take my red pen, and Miss Meeks wrote some words that were commonly misspelled by you all, and I misspelled them. So I'm going to go back and correct them. So usually when we're in class, Miss Meeks may start editing your papers, and eventually you will learn the process of editing, and then you will become familiar with what you did not do correct. So I'm going to start at the beginning, and I'm just going to go through my story, and I'm going to fix my errors that I have made. Okay, let me get this focused. There we go. So I'm going to read to myself and read my story out loud, and then I'm going to go through and fix my errors while I'm going. So first, my mom woke up, and I should always be capital when it's by itself. Some of you have a hard time remembering that. Just remember, anytime an I stands alone by himself, he is a capital letter. I was dreaming. She told me since here's another one, had gotten good grades. And I'm looking and something doesn't look right, so I'm going to take out one of my O's, and then I'm going to write the correct word on top. And I'll wait for it to focus. Good grades on my report card. Because I've come to an end of the sentence. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. She told me since I had good grades on my report card. There's a pause here. And since there's a pause, I'm going to add a comma. I could have a pool party. So here's another I that needs to be capitalized. So I was really excited. Then, and there's another pause, so I'm going to put a comma. We sat down together. That doesn't look right. There's a number and a capital letter. I'm going to go ahead and cross that out. And we made lists of all the cool things that I I know I always needs to be capitalized. Wanted at my party. This was going to be the best party ever. So I've come to the end of a sentence and I don't have punctuation, so I'm going to go ahead and put my period. Then I'm going to start my new sentence. My mom, I'm going to cross this out because this needs to be a capital letter, took me to the store to buy. So, of course this is buy, but it's not the correct buy. This buy is like you're waving bye to someone. So I'm going to cross that out because that is not correct. That buy means to purchase. All of my party supplies that we needed. Okay, so it looks like what we were trying to say was all of the party supplies that we needed, and there's a period. This should be the word they, so because it's comes after the period and it's the start of my sentence, it needs to be a capital letter. They were all so cool. Here's another I couldn't decide. So, decide does not look right. Decide. And it is not spelled right. So, decide is actually spelled D-E-C-I-D-E. What I wanted. While I'm looking, my I should be a capital. Something shiny. And if I'm looking at shiny, it doesn't look right either. So I need to take out my E that I have there. And I'm just going to go ahead and write the word again. So that I know that I misspelled the word. So, shiny caught my eye. It said, because I'm going into something I'm going to state, when I get to something shiny caught my eye, I'm going to pause, and when I pause I need a comma. It said, a pool party to remember. So, I knew, and this is not how you spell knew. I'm going to wait for it to focus. There it goes. At that moment, this was the theme of my party, and it was just for me. So far, so good. Now we're going to get to the next one. Next, comma, we purchased food for the cookout. Swimming gear and decorations. My mom rented a snow cone machine, comma, cotton candy machine. I need a comma here because it separates my cotton candy machine from a water bounce house. I have my comma, and even a DJ. So when I get here, I need a period because that is the end of my sentence, and I'm actually going to capitalize DJ. And so while I'm here, I need to make sure that my F is capitalized for my next sentence because it is the start of the beginning of a sentence. Finally, on July 26th, I need a capital, had the most amazing pool party ever. Because it was amazing and I'm telling how I feel, I think I need an exclamation mark here. So just to give it some excitement. So next, I needs to be capitalized. Danced and sang with my friends. Is it one person or is it more than one person? So is it single or plural? So you wouldn't just dance with one friend. You would dance with more than one friend. So that would be an S at the end of friends. So now my W is capitalized, and we played pool games and ate food until our bellies were really full. This was the best summer ever. And again, this is something, oh, I'm missing an R on my summer. This is something I'm really excited about, and I'm making a very good statement. I'm going to go ahead and put an exclamation point at the end of my sentence. So, the next time we're going to go through and we're going to do the next step in our writing process, and that is revising. Revising is going to take us a little bit more time because sometimes we want to take out things that we don't like and we want to add things that may make our writing better. So, see you guys tomorrow.